I think the UK is definitely leading life sciences in Europe, certainly with clinical trials and first clinical trials. But we've definitely noticed that there's been some issues with Brexit and transport of materials in and out of the UK, but we're definitely still leading the curve. The development of life sciences in the north of England is absolutely critical to levelling up. We know by 2030 that the UK wants to be a science superpower, and it is critical that we have science, good quality, commercialisable science and tech coming out of the north of England. So currently we see the north of England leading on life science research around ageing diseases, especially in the northeast of England. That's a huge market coming out of there, and also with manufacturing. So the north of England's absolutely critical. When we look at the future of bioengineering, of aging research, the north of England will be critical towards reaching those goals. So BioGrad relocated to Liverpool from the south. And one of the benefits of being in the north of England is the increased quality of life. You get more for your money, there's no doubt about that. And so it's allowed us to offer additional benefits to staff because we're in the north of England. So we do things like our minimum wage is 20% of the average 2-bedroom house price. That is something we couldn't offer in the south. We pay our house deposits for our staff, which allows them to get into home ownership. We're building at the moment free childcare on site for our staff. Now, being in the north of England allows us to do this because of the house prices. It allows us to attract better quality staff because they're able to buy their own homes up here. So I think being in the north is a definite advantage for life science companies that want to expand and create a movement towards better benefit packages for their staff. So in my experience, this might not be everybody's experience, but in my experience, scientists are really collaborative. We love to speak about science. And actually, when you look at life science clusters, the one thing that we have in the north of England, I think, is that people work really well together. I think where we lack, and this isn't true across the whole of the north of England, is that in some areas or in some regions, there isn't quite that buy-in from, say, the local authorities, the combined authorities, the councils, or the community that should be supporting life science. So I think there's definitely a lot of collaboration within life science, but I'd love to see more support from devolved councils up in the north of England.